There you go. How better could that be than to have the sun and the magician there? You can definitely manifest your beautiful future. Hello Scorpio, and welcome to your Astroflower weekly reading from the 10th going through to the 16th of October. You're full on into your autumn period. You're coming up to your birthday season, so that's going to mean there's going to be putting a lot of things into perspective in your life. And according to what's going on in the world around us at the moment, it would be interesting to see the monthly readings that we put out for October. So yeah, let's just go straight on in there. Let's see what's going on with your overall energies this week. They're almost sort of saying, relax, don't worry, don't fret. I think the overall energy is trying to sort of help you put things into perspective. Yeah, nurturing your future. I think this is all about this week for you. It's a lot of internal stuff going on, so make sure you provide enough time for yourself, enough space, enough relaxation in order to sort of see things really clearly of how you want to sort of live life next year. You know what I mean? So that Seven of Pentacles is all about that. It's nurturing those plans for coming next year, and it's putting it into place within you. Let's just see what the karmic message is for you here. This is to do with your relationship side. There's a change coming for you on the relationship side. I don't think it's quite here, but I think you can feel it. The karmic message is no sort of drastic moves, basically. Stay to the long-term plan. Don't get into the caught up in changing on a sixpence, you know. So basically, don't change really quickly. You know, when you have the emotions that are coming up to the surface in accordance to your relationships, and this could be your couple, but this could also be your friends, family, your community, that sort of thing. It's almost allowing that wave to ride through rather than actually getting overwhelmed by the wave. Concentrate on nurturing your long-term plans, basically. And I think there's a valuation going on according to that. And it could be also to where you live and everything like that. That could be connected with it. Let's just see how the universe is trying to influence this karmic message, concentrating on the long-term plans, the long-term goals. They're giving you a drip feed. It's almost a sort of like, you know, they understand the fact that you might have a lot on your plate in regards to that. And they're sort of allowing things to come through on a gradual basis. So you can actually see things in a different way. As you keep your eye on the long-term plan, obviously you're dealing with the here and now like everybody else. But this is where you might be able to see things differently. Open your heart up a little bit more to yourself, not necessarily to the outside world, but more to yourself and what you really sort of desire in the coming year. It's a real assessment for you at the moment, and you'll probably be getting this for the next 2 weeks, to be honest. It'll keep coming up, I think. Let's see how the guides are trying to influence this karmic message. They're helping you just by observing the world around you and how things work in the world around you in relationships, how it's working with other people that are around you, how you connect with other people, how they make you feel, and etc. And it's what they're doing is the guides here are just sort of trying to, they're trying to sort of help you understand how it fits into those long-term plans. So I would observe everything that is around you. Observe how you connect with other people at the moment, what sort of sensations you get, what sort of situation arises from that, and also what activities you like doing with the other people that are around you. And as I say, this could be sort of family, friends, community, and that sort of thing. It doesn't necessarily have to be just one-to-one couple, but that is also on the cards. Let's just see how the guides are trying to influence the conversation that is within you. They're trying to I think this ties in with the I think this ties in with this hangman here, to looking at things in a slightly different way. is obviously the physical guides here are trying to sort of say this is a new beginning, this is the end of something and something new coming up. And because it's down in the super subconscious, it's not quite on the surface as yet, and it's still filtering all those things coming through. And on this side here, they're really trying to be very optimistic about the future, trying to help you to sort of see the brighter side of life, as it were. That's what they're doing here. Well, there you go. There you go. How better could that be than to have the sun and the magician there? You can definitely manifest your beautiful future. No doubt about it. You know, that's how your guides are really trying to help you, trying to really give you that positive twist on the scenario. And I think this is a new you. I think this could be a new relaxed you for the going future. I was slightly worried a little bit at the beginning, but yeah, I think that worry is sort of like faded into nothing now, which is really beautiful. So yeah, very positive vibes for you, and it's a very positive outlook for the going future within your relationships. But I think it's all to do with observation here. I think it's all to do with observing how you interact with other people that are around you. Let's just see how it's going on your financial, your job and your business side. This is your karmic message. There's a push coming on this year, and I think, you know, a step up, maybe a change of job, maybe a new job. It could be starting a business. If you've been thinking about starting a business or something like that, this year could well be it. It's not quite here, but what it's sort of saying here is making sure you've got all the resources. So I would, if you're in a job and you're looking to, you know, change jobs and stuff like that, I would make sure you've got all the possibilities. So if it's in a different area, could you get a house? Is there schools for the kids? That sort of thing. It's, you know, it's really on the financial sort of side. There's a lot of things around it that everything needs to be sorted. Yeah, it's a tricky time. This is where the emotions could be really on the surface for this, and it's causing you heartache, maybe to change jobs, to change to open that business. It may be causing you a little bit of stress. I think there's a case for sort of saying that emotionally it's a little bit trying when we change jobs. It doesn't feel that bad though. It feels like it's just like it's the end of something and something new is coming around the corner. And it's not that you're ending something because you didn't like it. It's ending because you've got to move on. That's what it sort of seems like. And because it's on the financial sort of side, it's not to do with the relationships and stuff like that. This is really to do with, moving from one thing to another. It could be a case that, you know, the business that you're working for, you know, is in financial difficulties and it may shut. And that's obviously, that breaks up that community that you might have within that job. That could be for some of you. That's the sort of thing where your karmic message here is, you know, try not to get too emotionally tied up in your job or your business and stuff like that. Make sure that there's a healthy separation between the two. But if you're planning for new things next year, I would do it on a practical level. This is what I was saying earlier on about getting things sorted out, like schools for the kids and that sort of thing. Or, you know, making sure you've got the finances are in place. The shop that you want to rent is all tied up, so you can get you get the keys to the door, as it were. That's the sort of thing, and I think that's what here is the emotional side. Here, the karmic message here is just take out your emotions out of the situation. I think because it may cause you a bit more stress than you really need. Let's just see how the universe is guiding this karmic message, because that's a strange one. It's got to be said. These are sweeping changes that are going to be coming in. I'm not sure it's like, I think they're going to be coming in the next sort of 3 or 4 weeks, to be honest. And the universe is sort of saying here, out with the old and in with the new. That's what it's sort of saying. Don't hold on too tightly. Are you holding on too tightly to a job that, or a business or a project that just is not coming to the surface? I think maybe it's a case of just letting go of that, and because there's better stuff around the corner. That's the thing, and you've just got to learn to let go by the looks of it. Let's see how the guides are trying to influence this karmic message. Okay, they're desperately trying to create situations, coincidences that are going to open up the brighter possibilities of tomorrow, of changing that job, of of starting that business and stuff like that. They're trying to encourage you by, you know, giving you signs around you, in the coincidences around you, that this is not good for you and this could be good for you. Okay. Yeah, procrastinating. Are you worried? Are you procrastinating about this choice? Seems like it. This is what we've been talking about, holding on too tightly. You've got to go with the flow. There is this change that was in the monthly readings that are happening in the world around us. And maybe this is a good idea for you to, let go of the old paradigm and move into the new. Because they're trying to your guides here are trying to, iterate the positive or the path that is the evident path for you to follow. Let's just see how the guides are trying to influence your conversation that is within you. What's sort of going through that sort of subconscious. You've got a very strong mind, Scorpio. You know, you can have some serious mental determination. And your guides here are really, they're almost shouting at you as if to sort of say, hello, why are you going down that path? Why are you beating yourself up about this? You know, and they're really trying to bring in the positives. They're trying to give you that strength, that strength to carry on and sort of, and to move along that path. These cards here are sort of saying a disconnect needs to be done, and this could be to do with a job or business. It could be just simply a change within the job that you're doing. It could be a change within your business that you have, and you at some point you've got to go ahead and do it. As I say, I don't think it's yet. I think this is a lot of preparation stuff, and maybe you've been procrastinating and not getting on with that preparation. If that is the case, you guys here are just trying to sort of say it's time to stand up and be counted. It's time to really stand up right in your boots, as it were, and just go ahead and do it. And it's going to be coming up, as I say, in the next sort of like 2, 3, possibly 4 weeks. It depends on your birthday, really, more than anything else in the season. We do have the 2 eclipses coming up. We've got the solar eclipse coming up on the 23rd, which is in your season, but also on the 9th or 8th of November, you have the lunar eclipse as well, which is also in your sign. And the other eclipses, which we did do readings on back in Taurus season. So you've got the Taurus Scorpio connection, which is perfectly in balance with you. So this is a long cycle that's a 6-month cycle that's coming to a close, as it were, or coming to fruition. Let's just see how it goes out on this sort of side. It's still split between 2 there. I think this procrastination is causing you problems, and you got to stop it. It's very simple. On procrastination, so you can sit down with a cup of tea, take 2 seconds with yourself, and just sort of kind of look at the possibilities that are in front of you. Yeah, if you relax, and then as you look at one possibility, how do you feel? How does the world feel around you? What are the colours like? What are the temperatures like? What's the bird song like? You know, the world will help you out there around you, but you need to take that time out to stop. And when there's one path or one possibility that really does shine out more than the others, and I think that's what this is all about on the 7 of Cups, that is your evident path. It doesn't necessarily mean it's an easy path. Because if it was easy, it'd be very boring for a start. It can be a lot easier once we start applying ourselves in it. And so this, for you, I think this is the reiterating this message here of taking time out, crossing the T's and dotting the I's in accordance to your job and your businesses and stuff like that. But in the next week is it's still between two chairs. There's still possibilities and there's still things to organise. I think this side is going to become very clear. Yeah, I think this week here is basically giving you those fresh, clear visions, and that's what that whole thing about of taking time for you, looking at the possibilities and stuff like that. It needs to be done this week if you really want a fulfilling future, a harmonious and beautiful well-being future. You're going to have to take the time out now and do the work now. And I think it's really important for you, Scorpio, because the world is changing around us, and we can't just float from one year to the next. This is a real change this year. So you need to have your ideas clear and pristine within your mind, body and spirit. Okay? So there you go, Scorpio. There's loads of links in the description below. There's also going to be those eclipse readings coming out next week, which you may want to see. And if you do want to, then you're going to have to subscribe and click that bell to get the notifications for those videos. There's also links to our sister channel, Cymatic TV, in the description, and loads of other things. I think your book is down there as well. But in the meantime, Scorpio, don't forget, life should be good. Or life should be fun. So please do enjoy.